Hello, Bloodhound here. Welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. I thought we'd do something a bit different and would show off some mods, say what I thought of them, and we'll see how we go. And yeah, hopefully someone might find something they like and go, yeah, no, I totally want to put that on. All of the mods I'm going to show will be on the Steam Workshop, so they're easy enough for anyone to understand and install. So, we'll get on to the first mod. So the first mod is More Division Icons by OneInchMan. So here we can see just the default icons for your divisions, and here we have the extra division icons. So it's got all the ones that are basically already in the game, plus a few more that I'm guessing they made by themselves. So it's really good for if you want to have a bit more diversity in your divisions, so they're not all just one of the few pictures that there are. Adds a few bunch of different helmets, animal pictures and stuff. It's actually quite good. I probably will be using this one in future games. Next up we have Coloured Buttons by Gundahar. So the main tabs up the top, they're all different colours there to make it easier to identify, as well as all the map modes on the right down the bottom, so just help it easier to identify. This is what it normally looks like, as most people would know. It's all just grey. Kind of meh. This is way nicer. The Navy's done. Just the Air Force is not really done. All the icons there, they're just the default, so I feel like it's a bit of an oversight, but it's not a big deal. So something that maybe they could add. Next we have Theatre Shields Expanded by Veteran of the Foreign Wars and God Can't Save the Queen Now. As you can see, it adds a lot big variety to the things you can choose for your theatre, which is pretty good because right now there's only 3 to choose from, so having this extra choice is good. It's adding a bunch from the normal icons, division icons and such. It adds quite a bit of variety. I really like that, as opposed to just the normal sort of theatre icons. They're a bit bland just with the 3. Yeah, so we do have a second theatre icon mod, and that is More Theatre Icons by Steffen. I actually like this one more because the symbols seem a bit more realistic. Like, as much as I like having the wheelchair Panzerfaust people, this seems a bit more actually, you know, what they would use or what would be used. Actually, yeah, I think it's more realistic, and I think it's better for my opinion. But that's just my opinion, you know. You can decide whatever you like. I just thought I'd show it out and see what people thought. Next up we have No Man's Land by YellowMoonshine. So as the name suggests, it makes impossible terrain. They're here in the center of Australia. Up here in Canada, in northern Canada, and in the Sahara Desert down here. So this is a pretty good idea. I'd like that. I think they maybe should have one in sort of the Himalayas to block off that sort of area. Also, they need to I think that they need to change the state of Western Australia to encompass this coastline, as that was actually populated and not sparsely populated like the inland. Next up we have Tank Size Mod by Alexi. This is a must for anyone who's thought the tanks are way too small in the vanilla game. It's even got the size disparity between the Panzer IVs and Panzer IIIs, which is, I think, it's really good. It even works on all the tanks that I've seen. It should work on all of them. I assume it's just that. You can see the models really clear, and you can see all the detail in them. It's really cool. You can see the animation better, see the tracks moving and everything. It's really good. Now you compare that to the default game here, and they just sort of look like toys and, you know, little go-karts. It's just, no. It looks crap by comparison. I like them bigger. It's way cooler. Finally, we have Flavour Names Extended by Archangel. This mod adds a lot of names, like it's got a whole different range of rifle names there. It's got your 2-pounders, 6-pounder, 17-pounder anti-tank guns, your 25-pounder artilleries, your Bofors. It's got a whole range of things for England, and it's not just for England, it's for all your majors, obviously. So you got your 10.5 centimeter artillery, 15 centimeter, and the bigger ones, your flak 88s, which are amazing. You can't go into war without them. All the different guns are named and labeled. You got your trucks, mechanized, all of that's all labeled as well. Like, this mod adds, it's just a lot of flavor and really nice. It's just really nice to have names as opposed to being towed artillery 1, gun weapons 1, mechanized 1. You know, it's not that fun. It's got the Japanese artillery here and anti-air. It's just really cool. I think that this is probably one of the most important mods for me because it adds just more variety. And when you capture someone's stuff, you actually feel like, oh, cool, we've captured some of this. So some 47 mils or some 75 mil guns. Really cool. As I said, not just for majors, it's also for minors here. Sweden's got a full tree there, a full tank tree here as well. I'm not sure how good that is or whether that's correct or not because I'm really not very familiar with Swedish tanks, but there it is, and it's even got models for some of those, which is pretty cool. It's got all these different guns named. I don't know whether they're accurate, but you know, hey. The only thing is, yeah, it's missing mechanized 1 and 2. I don't know if they just didn't build anything in that time or whatever, but oh, planes. So they've got all the Saab planes here that they developed, which is pretty cool. So you can actually go into battle with your properly manufactured planes, which is, I think, is really fun, especially because I like to play Minor Nations, and playing Minor Nations without this is just kind of boring. Like, for Australia, we've got the Owen gun. We made that gun out of crap. And the Australian tank tree, it's got, you know, your AC3 Thunderbolt, the AC4, and the AC1 Sentinel. Tanks that we developed that we never actually got to use in battle because the Americans just gave us other tanks for pretty cheap, so. The only thing is, yeah, the artillery and anti-tank and all that is basically just carbon copy of the British because, well, we didn't really develop any. Here we've got some of the Australian aircraft, the Boomerang. I'm not sure about the Mustang. I think Kangaroo is definitely ours. Beaufighter, I'm pretty sure that's British. Those two, however, are Australian planes. Really cool. I really like this. The only thing better would be if they added in actual models for all these into the game, but that's a lot of work, and it can be, you know, maybe you're not skilled in that particular area. Just with the RAM here, I feel that they should have the Ram 1 and the Ram 2 because they were two separate tanks and they did build a lot of them. But, you know, maybe just to spread it out. They got a full suite of mechanized, which is nice. US, you got the M1 Garand, Thompson, and yeah, so the US has got all their stuff. Their artillery, 75 mil, 105s, 155s. Yeah, and it's really cool. I really like having all of these different things in here. So they've really done a really good job in this. I really like it. There's a whole bunch more than just what I'm showing here. It's just these were the ones with the most significant, or that I could be bothered to do. Soviets. Now, I think that this is pretty good. There's only one thing with the Soviets, is I actually think that the guns should be slightly different. Like, that is definitely the picture of a DP-28. So maybe change it to that. I know it was developed a lot earlier, but I don't know, it's either that or like change the image so it's a more modern gun, like a PPSH 41, like it's described there. But other than that, no, this is pretty good. I would recommend this to anyone. It's just nice to add extra flavor. So that brings our little look at mods to an end, for at least for now. And yeah, hopefully you guys have found something that you liked and want to add to make a game, more fun or more engaging. I'd also like to say thank you for getting me into double digits of subscribers. That's actually pretty amazing, since I didn't really actively try and recruit people. So yeah, thanks for watching, and it's been pretty good. I'm glad you guys found something you liked here. Yeah, thanks for that, and look forward to getting another, couple. Alright, see you next time.